Hello and welcome to another episode from ARP Sim Racing. My name is Andrew. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Rather than just do hot laps all the time, I thought I'd just sprinkle a little something else around those, and I came up with the idea of doing top speed challenges. So to get all the Kunos cars within Assetto Corsa and find out just how fast they can go. Now I've got the perfect track for that. I've got a mod for the Autobahn, a long stretch. I think it's 15 kilometers, so very easy to get a car up to full speed. Now I like to try and make my videos educational. So from an educational point of view, what I want to do is see how fast a car is as a standard car, and then see how much faster we can make it by tuning the car. Now, of course, in a lot of street cars, you don't have adjustable gear ratios to work with. So it will be interesting to see whether you can squeeze an extra 10, 15, 20 kilometers an hour out of a street car just by changing suspension parameters and tyre pressures and things like that. So what I thought with this one, with my hot laps, I try and change up the cars and the track so it's not the same thing over and over and over. But in this case, I want to do a bit of a running scorecard like they do in Top Gear, where the special guests do the laps and then they post those times on the leaderboard. So in this case, I want to start from the lowest horsepowered car and work my way up to the top. So I'll only be doing Kunos cars at this stage, just because I don't want any change to, well, let's call it a non-standard change to a car to be able to make a difference. So I'm sticking with Kunos cars, and there's plenty to go through, so it'll be keeping us occupied for quite a while. So the first car on the list, of course, for anyone who's owned Assetto Corsa and driven it for long enough, and we'll all know this one, is the Abarth 595 SS. And it comes in at a whopping 32 brake horsepower. So let's take it to the track and see how fast we can get this thing to go. See you in a minute. So anyway, here we go. We'll take off, see how fast we can get. Now I'm not doing this in VR because it's not a race and I don't need the precision that I get in VR, and also it saves the screen from darting around, as you would have seen in other previous videos when I am wearing the VR headset, because it does follow the movement of your head. Sometimes there's erratic movement of the screen, and it can be a problem for some people, so I thought I'll just be nice and do this one in 2D. So here we go. You'll probably find I'll either speed up on some boring bits or play some of my music. Alright, talk to you later. Top speed of 118 kilometers an hour. So far, the rated top speed for this car, I believe, is 130 kilometers an hour. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take it faster than that. Okay, so a new top speed of 127. I'm doing my best to keep the steering wheel straight so it doesn't affect the top speed of the car. So 127. Let's see if we can go quicker now. I think this is the best hill of the bunch. So a new top speed of 134. That's fantastic. So we actually managed to get the car going faster than the rated speed of the car, which is very interesting. What I'll probably do is drive back with the same settings in the other direction, I mean. Only because I think with the rise and falls of the hills on this track, it might be that there is actually a better hill, a longer hill on the way back, and it might get us a higher top speed than 134. So we'll just try that and then we'll make the changes and see if we can increase the speed. Let's see how fast we can go this way. This could be it, 126, 27. Need to be 134. 135. Oh, I'm just trying to steer so gently. 135 on the way back. This looks like a long one. Here we go. That's what she said. Oh, sorry. Here we go. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 44. 144. For a car that's only supposed to go up to 130, that's not bad. We haven't even done any tuning yet, so I'm impressed with that. here. So we'll be looking more at the alignment. Okay, we can only align the front tyres on this car. So we want the camber to be as straight as possible. That is the wheel from the ground aiming vertically straight up, and the camber will either, on race cars, is usually aiming in towards the car, so that when it goes around the corner at high speeds, the wheel actually straightens up and puts as much tread as possible on the road. But in this case, we're doing what our top speed was 144 kilometres an hour, probably not much faster than what we drive every day on the freeway. So we'll make those changes to get it as close to zero as possible. Actually, you know what? I was just thinking, the less traction we have on the road, or the less rubber we have on the road, the better. I just want to see, so that's 2. I just want to see what the figures are either way. There we go, so we're better at going higher. So the less rubber we have on the road, the less force we have against the car. So I would have normally gone straight, but in this case, I think we're going to go there. Now, as far as toe goes, that's the angle in which the car or the tyres aim forward, and we want, a lot of that has to do with steering around corners and so forth. Probably the best tutorial I've ever seen when it comes to tuning a car is Chris Hayes. What I'll do is I'll link the first video in that tutorial. It's a multi-video tutorial, and so I'll link that in the description so you can have a look at that. It is certainly well worth looking at, and he is such a good talker. I can't talk and drive to save my life, and some say I can't even talk properly as to begin with when I'm not doing anything else. So anyways, so with the toe, we want to definitely have that one as close to zero as possible. It's actually hard to read with the numbers flickering like that. What we probably do is wait till we see a negative figure and we know we're pretty much there. So that'll be 4. I'm pretty sure that'll be the same on the other one. Yep. Okay, so that's it. Shall we do, actually, I'm going to reduce the fuel. We need to make it back and forth. So I'm just going to do 4 litres and see how we go with that. Oop, went too far. Let's have a drive. again was the same speed we got during this section last time. Could be the hill. Let's see. I think it's actually the one after this one. But 44. Oh. Yeah, I think we got 144 on this particular hill last time as well. I'm pretty sure it's the hill after this one. Wrong before. So, back to the pits. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reset everything to default. But I'm going to actually increase the fuel. Now it's only 5 litres. And my thinking is that the extra weight might give you more speed going down a hill. Make you slower going up a hill, of course. But yeah, going down a hill, it might just give you that extra bit of oomph. So let's try this. Section coming up now, we'll see, 120. Oh no, 144. And I think that's it. I think there are no more hills that let us stretch our legs. Okay, I can see the end of the road there. So that's it. So tuning in this car just doesn't make a difference. There are not enough variables, and there's just not enough speed, top speed, or like, sorry, I meant to say there's not enough power in this car. So Thank you very much for joining us. I know this one was a bit of a painful one, but it is a series I like to continue with, and not all the time, of course, just sprinkled amongst the other hot laps. But it will get interesting later on as we form a leaderboard, and cars that are more powerful will certainly see a bigger difference with tuning. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.